Jim Nabors was a beloved American actor and singer who captured the hearts of millions with his endearing portrayal of Gomer Pyle in the hit television series Gomer Pyle, United States Marine Corps. His unforgettable performance as the naive and lovable Marine recruit catapulted him to stardom, earning him a place in the hearts of viewers across the country. Despite his success, Nabors' life was not without its challenges. Behind the scenes, he struggled with personal demons that ultimately led to his untimely passing. In this article, we will explore the life and career of Jim Nabors, from his humble beginnings in rural Alabama to his rise to fame in Hollywood, and ultimately his tragic end. Jim Nabors, whose full name was James Thurston Nabors, was born in Alabama on June 12, 1930. He spent his childhood in Alabama and eventually graduated from the University of Alabama. After finishing school, he worked as a typing clerk at the United Nations. Despite his job, Jim's passion was in the entertainment industry. However, his asthmatic condition made it challenging to pursue a career in acting. Seeking a better environment for his health, he eventually moved to Los Angeles, where he became a film cutter for the National Broadcasting Company. It wasn't until Jim's chance encounter with a talent scout that his career began to take off. One night, while performing at the Horn, a now defunct but then popular Santa Monica nightclub, Jim was discovered. The scout was impressed with Jim's unique combination of classical singing and quirky hick characterizations. With his undeniable talent, Jim quickly became a rising star. He was known for his one-of-a-kind shtick, which was either ridiculously insane or brilliant, depending on who you asked. Either way, it garnered him a lot of attention. Jim Nabors' talent was undeniable, catching the attention of many in the entertainment industry. It was comic Bill Dana who first discovered Jim's act, inviting him to audition for Steve Allen's television variety show after opting for the assessment that his unique combination of classical singing and quirky hick characterizations was brilliant. Jim's appearances on Allen's show were just the beginning of his skyrocketing career. Television star Andy Griffith also caught on to his silly singing and offered him the role of Gomer Pyle, a dim but lovable gas station attendant on his popular 60s sitcom. As soon as Jim hit the small screen, his iconic golly and bug-eyed Shazam expressions quickly became part of the American vernacular. Audiences adored his sheepish demeanor and endearing portrayal of the bungling, painfully naive, gentle do-gooder. It wasn't long before Gomer Pyle spun off into his series Gomer Pyle, United States Marine Corps in 1964. The show was a solid hit, with Jim hilariously portraying Gomer's struggles in the Marine Corps, particularly with his tough sergeant, Carter. The show ran for a respectable 5 seasons, solidifying Jim's status as a household name. Despite the success of his iconic role as Gomer Pyle, Jim Nabors found himself pigeonholed in the entertainment industry as a gullible, squeaky clean hick. As a result, he began seeking work elsewhere and found success in children-oriented series produced by Sid and Marty Krofft and Jim Henson. Additionally, Jim decided to shift his focus back to his beautiful baritone voice. He recorded several romantic, easy-listening albums, with 5 going gold and 1 going platinum. He even earned a gold record for his moving rendition of The Lord's Prayer. On television, Jim became a frequent singing and comedy guest performer on all the top primetime variety and late-night shows. He graced the stages of Sonny and Cher, The Tonight Show, The Dean Martin Show, The David Frost Show, and The Joey Bishop Show. He also became an annual good luck charm for close friend Carol Burnett's television variety series during its 12-year run. Jim Nabors' success as Gomer Pyle led Columbia Broadcasting System to offer him his television variety series, The Jim Nabors Hour, in 1968. The show lasted for 2 seasons, featured his Gomer Pyle co-stars Frank Sutton and Ronnie Shell, and earned him a Golden Globe nomination. 10 years later, he returned to the format as the host of The Jim Nabors Show in 1978, which was short-lived but earned him a Daytime Emmy nomination. Jim's success on television also opened doors in the theater world. With the help of his friend Burt Reynolds, Jim made his theater debut as Harold Hill in The Music Man at the Burt Reynolds Dinner Theater with Florence Henderson as his Marion the Librarian. He also appeared in supporting roles in a couple of Reynolds films, The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, 1982, and Stroker Ace, 1983. Throughout Jim Nabors' career, he remained single and never had a publicized romantic life. However, in the early 1970s, rumors began to spread that he was secretly married to actor Rock Hudson. Nabors and Hudson denied the rumors, insisting that they were only close friends. Despite the denial, the rumors persisted for years. Some people still believe that Nabors and Hudson were married. However, same-sex marriage was not legal in the United States at the time, and Nabors eventually went on to have a long-term relationship with his partner, Stan Cadwallader. It's unclear where the rumors about Nabors and Hudson's alleged marriage originated from. Some people speculate that it was a result of their close friendship and the fact that they were both gay actors in Hollywood. According to Hudson, the rumors had started as a joke among a group of middle-aged homosexuals in Huntington Beach. The group had sent out invitations to their annual gathering, which included a fake announcement of the marriage of Hudson and Nabors. The invitation stated that Hudson would take on the surname of Nabors' most famous character, Gomer Pyle, and become Rock Pyle. Although the invitation was intended as a joke, the rumors began to spread, and Nabors and Hudson decided to avoid being seen together in public. Jim Nabors' life took a drastic turn in 1994 when he suffered from a near-fatal case of hepatitis B. The disease caused liver failure, and the doctors gave him a dim prognosis. Despite the grim outlook, Nabors had a friend in his corner, Carol Burnett. She contacted the head of the liver transplant division at the University of California, Los Angeles, and passed the information along to Nabors. This connection allowed him to receive the necessary treatment to recover from the disease. After this life-changing event, Nabors became involved with the American Liver Foundation to raise awareness and support for those affected by liver disease. Despite his brief return to the limelight during this time, he has preferred to live a quiet and relaxing life in Hawaii, where he runs a macadamia nut plantation. Although a spokesman for Nabors denied that he was gay as recently as 2000, in 2005, the St. Petersburg Times cited him as gay alongside other well-known gay actors such as Robert Reed, Paul Lynde, and Charles Nelson Riley. Jim Nabors, an American actor and singer, married his partner of 38 years, Stan Cadwallader, on January 15, 2013. The ceremony took place at the Fairmont Olympic Hotel in Seattle, Washington, just a month after the state legalized same-sex marriage. Nabors and Cadwallader had first met in the 1970s when Cadwallader was a firefighter in Honolulu. They began dating in 1975. Although Nabors' sexuality was not widely known, it was not a secret either. For instance, he had brought his partner, Cadwallader, along to his Indy 500 performance in 1978. This event was significant as it marked the first time the public had seen Nabors and Cadwallader together. Sadly, on November 30th, 2017, Jim Nabors passed away at his home in Honolulu, Hawaii, at the age of 87. His death was confirmed by his husband, Stan Cadwallader. Nabors had been in poor health for some time, and his death was attributed to natural causes. Goodbye, and rest in peace, Jim Nabors.